Phone is going to hold out because I'm using my phone for a camera tonight. Hi, Kathy and Louise, Mama Bear, Gail. Hey, Mary Lou. All right, I'm a couple of minutes early. We're going to do a camera check here because I changed my camera. I'm using my phone tonight because my camera, I don't know, it's doing some funky stuff since I updated it, and I have to research it, and I haven't had time this week to figure out everything. Looks good, I think. You guys can see. Hey, Sharon. And if you guys are on Facebook watching, welcome, welcome. All right. I think I'm all set up. So we're going to play the intro and get started, guys. All right. And today is the 19th. We will be live in the morning at 11 a.m., just so you guys know. And we will be doing the cake box tomorrow. And we'll be talking about how we can not change the size, but get it ready for print and cut. Oh, I hope you're doing well, Mama Bear. I ended up at urgent care today myself. And this is the current sale, still going with the Cricut Access exclusives, your infusible ink, and the $50 off the Maker 3. So please use those links down below. I will earn a small commission, but only if you use those links. You can use the group code CUTIES at any time. That does not change that. You need to use those links down below. Hi, Dolores. Make sure you're signing up for the mystery boxes. Make sure you get in on that. The giveaway started, guys. There is going to be a shopping spree for a $250, a $100.50, and a $100 shopping spree. So make sure that you are following those instructions, and we're going to go over a little bit of that tonight as well. And yes, yay, it's still working. So, back in December, I went to see my dad, Mary Lou, and I opened the microwave. And when I pushed the button in, something popped in the middle of my palm, and it shot electrical current-like feeling into these 3 fingers and all the way up to my elbow. And I thought it would be okay. I thought maybe I just sprained something, but it's been gradually getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. To the point where it's hard. I can't wring out a washcloth. I can't. I can't put the cap back on a water bottle, if that makes any sense. It's the motion, certain motions that I'm limited. I don't have to wear this all the time, so I'm going to be taking it off here in just a minute when we start our project. But yeah, they're waiting on, they sent the x-rays to somebody else to take a look at. One of 3 things: I will either have physical therapy because it's just badly bruised the tendons and ligaments or whatever in there, or 2, I fractured something and I'll have to go to an orthopedic doctor, or 3, my carpal tunnel finally did itself in and I'll have to have hand surgery. So that's where I'm at. So this file is available to everyone. It is on my Design Space profile, and its link is also down below in the video description. So you guys can grab that file if you didn't, or you haven't cut it already, and you can go along and assemble with me. Thank you, Kathy. So let's talk about a little bit about, and I know we've touched on it 2 or 3 times, but I can't stress this enough. This is really cool, guys, for you to do. Hey, Bren. At the hamburger menu, you have right here at the very top your profile. Now mine is set up, but it's basically the same thing. You're just going to click on it and go in here and fill this in. Now you can come in here and you can change your photo and edit it. They do have some backgrounds in there for you already, but you can put your own background in. You can click on edit and upload your photo. You can also share and get your link. That is where you're going to get your link. You can share it on Facebook or Pinterest, or you can copy the link and share that. And I'm just going to pop over here and see if I can't get mine to share on Pinterest. There we go. And then I'm just going to save it. And once I've saved, oops, I forgot to move the window over. Sorry, guys. A box pops up for you to save it, where you can save it on whatever board you want to save it on, and then it will, I guess, disappear on you after so much time. But it will pop up and you can go in there and see it on Pinterest. So you can share those 3 ways. Now, just touching on it, I just want to reiterate for you guys, when you're in here and you go in and you set up your profile and you click on that edit button, you can see you can get your photo and add that. I can replace the image or delete the image, whatever. I'm not going to do that because it took me forever to get that one sized right. But you can go in there and you can edit all of that. And when you edit your profile, if you make it public, when they go in and they search the community for you, for your name, they won't be able to find it if you put it on private. If you put it on public, unless they know your name or they're looking for a project that you did and they know you did it, it's really going to be difficult for them to find it unless you pop up on the Cricut community ribbon and it shows your name. So, and that's basically all they're going to see is your name. They're not going to be able to see all your projects, because I've shared, well, now 501 projects in the Cricut community right here. But I have a couple of thousand files, and you can search my name all day long. You're only going to see what I actually shared with you guys. And you can see here on this ribbon, it's only going to show you the stuff that I share. And I can show you that. Let me go back and let's go to my stuff. And you can see that looks totally different than what you guys are seeing when you go to my profile. So you're not going to be able to see anything, okay? They're not going to be able to see your information. They're only going to see what you let them see. They will be able to see your name and a description if you put a description in there. If you want to show your location, you can. You do not have to. And you can show how long you've been on Design Space or not. And this is my second account because I locked myself out of my first account. So I've been on there longer than 2016, but it reflects my new account. So you can go in there and share that. It's super easy and super simple. Now, when you share a project, and I'm just going to go over, let's go to a new project. I can come back to that one. When you share a project, I'm just going to put, let's put something in here. This is cute. I like that. So let's say that I've done my project. I am completely finished with it, and just because I don't have a photo, I'm going to make a photo here. I'm going to screenshot. I don't want to show that whole image. So let's just say that I'm finished with my project and I set it up, and I'm not going to keep this, so we're going to just name it that so I can delete it later. And you're going to, of course, put it in a collection, make your collection, and select it. Now everything is ready to go. I've saved it. I have no asterisk. I'm going to click on the title there. And when you click on the title, this is part of the learning that some of the tips I forgot to tell you. It's going to show you everything that was used in this project right here. So if I had another font and 2 or 3 images, all of that would be in this section right here. Going to edit the project details, and here's where you add your photos. And now they're photo tips. Make sure you go in and you check those tips, because I'm terrible at photos, but they have lots of tips and tricks for your photos to look good. And then you're going to click on the plus button, and I'm just going to go to my desktop here. That's where I saved it, and I'm going to grab that photo. I'll just grab let me grab this one too. It's just a screenshot of the design. So once you have all of your photos in there, and you can put up to 5, once you have all of your photos in there and you're ready, you can change the name of it if you had a typo or whatever in it, and teaching how to share projects. So you can put your description in there, and then your tags. And then you can go in here and you can type Cricut, and you'll find the Cricut community. So make sure you're tagging Cricut community so that you can share this into the community where other people can find it. And then whatever you may have cut it from, if it's iron-on or it's vinyl or it's cardstock, whatever it is you used, if it's a pen project or a printable project, use those tags, because if somebody's looking for a printable project and the name of it is sharing video, and they type that in, it's going to help them find that project that you shared. Okay? So once you have all of that in, then you can click Save. Once you've saved it, your photo is going to appear up in here, and then you're going to make it public in Design Space, and then you're going to agree to the terms of use, and you're going to get your confetti. And once you've done that, then you can go in to, let's go back to my profile, and you will see that appear in my profile right here. So now it may take it a few minutes to show up in the Cricut community. Let me go home. Maybe sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But if you look here, recent community projects, and you can see more. And you can go in there and it will appear in the Cricut community if you tag that Cricut community. Now that one's not going to appear in there because I'm going to take it out, but that is the way that you do that. Why is that important? Our giveaway. Remember I said, and I'm going to go in and delete this, guys, because I don't want that to pop up in the community, really. And this is how you delete a project too. And once you do this, it's gone forever. This is also where you can save for offline if you know you're going to be working offline and you want to use a project when you're out camping or something like that. You know you have no Wi-Fi, internet. That's when you want to save for offline. So I'm just going to delete that. And it'll tell you, you sure you want to delete it? Because it can't be undone. I'm just going to say delete. And I'm going to get rid of that. So then if I go back to my profile, you'll see that it will be gone. Okay? Super easy and simple. Oh no, Mama Bear. Oh no, Gail. I'm praying for you, hon. You guys take care of yourselves. So once you've done that, then you're set. And that's important because when you go over to the current giveaway, you can see right here that you have to include the hashtag #BeMine. You have to share your project link right here. You have to share that. Okay. And you'll want to make sure that you give the product that you used. So make sure there are no uploads in your project, because if you've uploaded anything, then we cannot open it. I have to be able to open it because I'm saving projects to my collection. That's what this is. Share your Valentine with me. So if I go back over and let's see, we go to my stuff. And right here, I've got my #BeMine collection. And if you look in my #BeMine collection, I'm saving your entries so that I can find them easy, or if I want to make one, I can come up and I can make it. So make sure that you're doing your collections and you're adding your photos. Your photo must be in there in order to share it, okay? So share it and it'll pop up pretty when you share it in the group. Does anybody have any questions on sharing your projects? Because there might be a pop quiz later. I'm just teasing, but okay. So this is the box that I did, and this is the personalized box that we have used for, I know I've used it for several years. And we can make it look different ways simply by using our contour tool. So I'm just going to duplicate this and show you guys what I mean. Well, how did I do that? Get back up there. So I'm going to ungroup. I'm not going to save this because I don't want to mess this up. Maybe you don't want that I love you in this box. It's a simple fix. If you want to change it and make yours say something else, simply detach your score lines. You can see that they're right here now. Everything is detached. Then select the box itself, just the box. Hit contour, and you can contour out the I love you and make it solid and put, oops, I missed one, and put whatever you want on that lid. What if you don't want to do that square card thing that I did? You can just contour it further and take the square out. Now you have a solid lid that you can do anything you want with. If you're going to do that, okay, if you are going to do that, make sure that you duplicate your lid and you hide it for this project, or you're going to mess yourself up. Because if you slice from that or you weld or merge layers to that, then your lid will be messed up. So duplicate it, and that way you have one that's for your project, and then you can change this one out and hide it. As a matter of fact, I'll just put one solid lid for you guys to change up in the, I'm going to send this backward. There we go. I will put this one in there so you have a solid lid to work from. So you detach, select just the lid, contour. We're going to hide all contours, get rid of everything. And we have a solid lid. We're going to select our score lines and our lid piece, and we're going to attach. And now you have a solid lid in the file. So I'm just going to save that so you can unhide that at any time and recreate a different type lid. You can cut a circle into it. You can cut somebody's name out of it. You can cut a big square out and then weld somebody's name in. We've done that many times. So lots of things that you can do with this box. Yes, guys, check that Cricut community, because if you're sharing that and it's in the Cricut community, like Kathy's card, you can search Kathy Fuller in there and you'll find her card. I'm going to show you guys how to do that too. So if you go to Home and you're here, you can see it says Projects, Images, and Community, and you can search the Cricut community. Let's type in Kathy Fuller. And it will pull up anything that's got Kathy in it. Now, all of those may not be her project. So if you scroll down to the bottom, if she's made, oops, did you make yours public, Kathy? Or did, or do you have your whole name in there? Nope, not in there. Maybe you don't have yours set to public. I don't know. Let's search from here. It's wanting to be stubborn. There it is, right there. Kathy Fuller. So on the main page, not on the community page, on the main page. And then you can, is that you? Is that one you? I thought I was following you. Well, I am now if I wasn't before. So I thought I was though. But this is where you can follow, and then you can click on her name and it will pull up her projects. There she is. So there's her project right there. Everything that she shared in the community for you guys to make, she's got in there for you. So searching somebody's profile is super easy. Again, let's go in and we'll search mine, and you can see. Or let's search Marianne. I think yours is under Marianne Penn. I thought I was following you, Kathy. I don't know how that happened. So let's scroll down to the bottom, and that, yep, see there's one that Marianne, that's where she did one of my boxes right there. Well, and I shared one of her projects there, her photo right here. My follow isn't working because I know I'm following all you guys. Something's happened. Oh, I'm in beta. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is, because I know I'm following all of my admins. And then you have all of Marianne's projects in here that she has shared in the community. So super easy to find somebody, and if you have their name, and follow them. You don't think that one is hers? Maybe it's not. No, that's hers, isn't it? No, this is Marianne's. This is Marianne's. Because she did that right there. That's Marianne's profile. I think, and that's her pot holders too. I know that's hers. And there's my card that she did right there, the ornament card. Yep, that's hers. I don't know why it's saying that I'm not following, because I'm following tons of people. Super easy. Does anybody have any questions about how to use your contour tool to redo this box, or to share your profile or links? Yeah, Marianne, I know I'm following you, and I know I was following Kathy too, but when I went in there, it wasn't marked as following. Maybe it's because I'm on beta. I don't know, but I know I'm following you guys. I'm following Louise and Sue and Judy. Anybody that asked me to follow them, I'm following. Oh, you meant Kathy. It didn't look like, yeah, that was Kathy's. I was, Kathy. It's just not showing because I know I'm following Marianne for a fact, and and it wasn't showing hers as being followed either. Yes, if you make someone else's project name, Susan, you can. It should pop up. Let me go to Marianne's again and see. You can. I don't generally, because I don't want to take away from theirs. I mean, I might say birthday version or something like that at the end, But that's about what I would do on there. Let me go home and let's do Marianne again. So I know I'm following Marianne. That's hers right there. That's one of hers in there anyway. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm in beta because y'all watched me just follow that, and now it's saying I'm not again. So, so if you're following somebody and you want to make their project, um, you can change the name of it simply by editing the details after you click on edit a copy. But you see this says Marianne Penn right here on hers, and she put in there that this was designed by me. So if you put something in the description, that's fair. That's what most of us do, that to show our inspiration. But let's see. Trying to, well, the cake box will do it. I don't want to have to do this. That's the long way around. Let me go to my stuff because I did this one from the Cricut community, okay? So, and I did change the name of it, okay? But if you look right here, it will show inspired by Very Whitaker's project. And I can click on her project and bring it up. So, I mean, you can change the name of it as long as they're getting credit. And you can see that there are other projects inspired, and it's showing the one that I did was inspired by her project. And then Catherine Williams did one, and Maureen Gann did one from this project. So it will show, even if you change the name. She named it 3D Cake Box. I simply went in and put the date on mine because when I do my live, it will be 1/20/2023. And that's how I look up my live videos, how I can coordinate. It makes it easy for me. So it will show that inspired by. Yeah, it's Marianne's right. Sometimes it works and sometimes it's not working. But it should, whenever it is working, even if you've changed the name of it, it should still pop up in there. Once they get it, if it's not showing now, like mine is not showing on Marianne's, but it will once they get that thing fixed. So that's why, because it wasn't working when Marianne did that, so she put it in the description that it was inspired by my project. And that's the cool thing to do. If this one had not popped up and I changed the name of it, I would have just put in here that it was inspired by Very Whitaker's project from the community. Is exactly what I would have put in the description. Because I usually put right here, I put the video and I put the link to the video, which I haven't put in here yet. And if this wasn't showing and I changed the name, I would just give credit right here. So you can just, when you edit your project details, just original, let's see. Okay. I can't type with this thing on my hand. I can't type anyway. So I can put it right there and then save it. And that way, if this isn't working, they know that I gave them credit. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to remember, Kathy. It is, but if you got it from the Cricut community, the cool thing is, even if you do a save as or an edit a copy, you can always go back in and find it in the community and go back and add their name. Yes, this is tomorrow, Christiana. We're doing this one tomorrow. And I agree, Marianne. It's a great thing. That way you get credit for the project that you've done. The drawing is anything with hearts, Gail. It has to be out of Access. Any heart from Access, even the free ones. Let's see. So right here, use any Access heart image. Any Cricut Access heart image. Yeah, sometimes it's been shared and you don't know who the original is, but if you click on it, right here, Christiana, it will, you see I only had one on mine, okay? When I click on, because this is mine and I saved it from this one, but if I click on her project, it shows how many people have made her project. When I did mine, only these two were in there. Two people had made hers and shared it. And then I made one, a different version, and I shared it. I had planned to put strawberries on it, but somebody had already done that, so I went with the rose. Just to show something different. The community is a wonderful thing. Excuse me. Yes, you have to use 100% Cricut images. Nothing uploaded. You have to have a photo in there, Christiana. So let's put this box together. And hopefully my camera is still going to work. I've been having a rough time the last couple of weeks. There we go. Yay, it's still working. I can't craft with this thing on my arm, so it's got to go. Okay. So super fun and cute. And we're going to start, I'm going to flip everything over. We're going to start with our base. And I use the Cricut craft board on the base and the double scoring wheel because a box this size, usually you're going to put something large in it or something substantial, because we've used this to make K-cup inserts. We've used it for cupcakes. We've used it for cookies. We've used this box for so many different things. But you're just going to fold on all those scores. They're all going to go in the same direction. You're going to mount and fold everything. And I do use my bone folder on the box. And I am using art glitter glue. I just had a different bottle I put it in. So I'm just going to put my glue on these tabs. And then I like to kind of stick it so it gets on the edge there. And then you're going to pull that up square. You want a nice square edge. Ow. I'm having a rough time with my hand today. You guys bear with me. So you want that nice and square. That's why my glue's in a different bottle, so I don't have to squeeze on it too hard with the fine tip. And that's really all there is to the box base. Done. Okay, Christiana. And then we're going to do our lid. Same thing. It's identical. Oops, missed my score line. Identical to the base. You're going to fold on all of those score lines. Try to keep them straight, unlike me here. And I'm going to wait on that one for a second here. I need to be left-handed, guys. I need to be left-handed right now. Okay. So we have this one up here. I have used the Barely glue. I like it, but I don't like it as much as I do art glitter glue. And the reason being is because I use a lot of matte cardstock, and I like that art glitter dries matte and clear. Barely dries matte and clear, but it has a little sheen to it. And sorry guys, I had to move my carousel out of my way today, and it's across the room. And it takes it to me. My Barely glue has a longer set time than my art glitter glue, but it's a good glue. I'm not gonna knock it. It's just not my favorite. I'm an art glitter glue person, and I just used my scraper, my large scraper, just to help me fold that small edge there. Oops, flip fell. Yeah, the Barely dries slower for me. I guess it's going to depend on your humidity and your area where you live. I think that's what is going to be the factor on that. But I mean, if I find something that I like better, that's what I'm going to use. I don't sponsor art glitter in any way. They don't pay me to advertise for them or anything like that. It's just my favorite. It's what I use, and use what you like. That's my advice. Use what you like, what works for you, and what you're comfortable with. Yeah, Barely glue is a fantastic alternative to art glitter glue because it can be shipped in the cold. That's another reason why it's popular, and the art glitter cannot be shipped if temperatures are going to drop. All right, and we're just going to bring in our sides on this just like we did the box base. Nice and square. To me, I don't know. Maybe it's the fibers or whatever it is that they put in the art glitter. To me, it just grabs faster. If you need more time for yours to set, then Barely glue might be a better fit for you. But I do have both. I mean, actually, I have my Barely glue. I have my art glitter glue that I've got in this bottle. Then I've got mine with the fine tip as well. I have Tonic Studios double-ended. I have Nuvo adhesive. I have the Nuvo glue pen. I have the Zig pen. And then I have the Tonic Craft Tacky. So it depends on the project I'm using as to what glue I might use. So use what works for you. I know that art glitter glue, I haven't had any problem getting it to adhere to glitter cardstock together and things on top of glitter cardstock, the foils, all of that kind of stuff. I've not had any issues with it. So now we have the top. I'm just going to flip that over there. You'll want to line up, save this piece for last. You'll want to line up your flowers in order. So it's going to be your white, your light pink, your medium pink, your dark pink is your lid, or however you set yours up. Then your green, and then your ivory or soft yellow, whatever you want to call it. You want to make sure that you've got these openings in here. If you want to add a piece of acetate to the back, you can. I didn't find it necessary, so I did not. And then I'm just going to go and put some glue right at the top edge of this piece and along the other edges. Just right down through there. Then we're going to flip that over and place it into the lid. And make sure that you slide it over so that your I love you that you used in foil or glitter pen are lining up in the area. Oops, I forgot. I knew I was going to forget that. Go around, before you put that in there, go around right here and give yourself a little few touches of glue so that those don't flop on you later. So get those in there too. It should line up. Once you put that in there, you shouldn't have any problem with this lining up in there. Pull it over to the skinny edge. I can't scoot it because my hand won't let me. It needs to be, you need to scoot it all the way to this side. I'm having issues. There we go. There we go. So get that in there. See, I didn't get it all the way in that edge. And it doesn't want to slide now because I got that glue. Let it get wet. Get yours in there straight. You can do it. Then you're going to flip this over and we're going to build from there. And again, I'm just going to go around the edge of that piece. And then I'm going to put a couple of dots here on the inside of those pieces. And we're going to place this piece in. You see that that piece is loose, but we're going to take care of it on the next layer. And you're just building this one layer at a time. I'm going to get those loose pieces in the middle, get some glue on there. Just keep layering. I got my white layer off just a tad. Two more. And this is kind of a thick, heavy lid to do it this way, but I love the effect. And this is our last layer. And you'll want to let this dry, especially if you get glue around that edge like I did, because you don't want to glue it to your base. So make sure that you're lining that up properly. There we go. How pretty. And then this piece goes right on the top. I would probably actually, because this is foil, use two-way or double-sided tape, tearing tape. But for time purposes, I'm just going to glue it. And where I was off on that little white edge, that does cover it, so if yours is off just a little bit, it will work. Super easy. And then you can embellish it any way that you want. I've got some little dots here. Oops, one just popped off. These are just enamel dots. Does anybody have any questions? I can't even get an enamel dot off of there by squeezing those tweezers. I can't squeeze it enough. Hopefully I'll get these on straight. But you can embellish any way that you want. I'm going to leave room for a bow at the bottom. I haven't picked my bow out for this one yet. How cute. And then pop a bow on there. I don't like that one on there. But that's where your bow goes. I'm not going to use this bow on there, but I'll put it on there just to show you guys where. Because I ran out of time and didn't pick out a ribbon. Yeah, this was a card, Kathy. This is the Cricket Rose. It's a card. I think it's called Cricket Rose. I'm not going to leave that bow on there. I'm not going to smash it down. I don't know. It doesn't look too bad, but I'd rather have a different color. But get your bow on there, and it's good to go. And guys, this will hold. I think I've gotten an extra large t-shirt in there. So, but yeah, this was a card in Design Space, and I almost made it square right in the middle, and I thought, no, I really want to do this one different. So I popped it down into the lower corner and then did the I love you at the top, and I think it turned out really cute. I think it turned out really, really cute. And I did these in 2 different colors so you guys could see. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, he made his dimensional. Yeah, you can. I thought about that, and I was looking for something. You could do this with a mandala, but you don't want to put all those foam dots in it for a lid. And actually, if you have more than the layers here, I think we have, what, 4? If you have more than that, I would suggest that you print and cut a couple of them, or either use a 65-pound cardstock rather than the 80-pound that I used here, because it will, I mean, it's not going to hurt anything as far as raising the lid up just a little bit on this box, but some boxes it may not work for it. It depends on how thick the lid is in to the base. So you want to be careful of that when you're creating, using the shadow box layers. And that's what I was looking for, with shadow layers, where we could do something like this and give it that dimension without actually putting foam dots between it. But yeah, you can do a mandala in here, and maybe, but again, I wouldn't do more than 3 to 4 layers. Okay? If you're doing it on a box. Now, if you're doing it in a shadow box, that's totally different. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes on this one. No, wait a minute. It's a mix match. The yellow, or the ivory, and the green and the white, and on this one is Cricut and the craft board. And this one, I believe, came out of the Park Lane paper packs from Joann's. I don't know if this is the exact one. But you can get the Park Lane paper packs that has the shades in it. And so if you pick one, then you can pick 1 or 2 shades down through there, because these give you enough shades in there that you can stay on track, because this is like a peachy pink, and then you have the peachy darker pinks, and then the coral down here, and then in between you have your pinky purples, because there are several different shades of pink, from pink pinks to purple pinks and peach pinks. And yeah, because of the weights. And this is 80 pound, this is 80 pound, this is the closest thing you will get to Cricut cardstock. And they sell this as part lane, but I swear it's the same as AC cardstock. The only difference between this and Cricut is the texture. You can see the texture on this versus the Cricut. However, I don't know if you can see that that's the Cricut texture. But the newer Cricut Red, I just opened this pack. If you're getting Cricut Red from Cricut, it has the same pattern. If I can get it to show up with this red. It has the same pattern as this. See that texture? The textures are the same. So this is the closest you're going to get to Cricut. And to me, it feels like AC more. And I get these on, Joann's has, I've probably got, I don't know, 10 or 12 of these. I buy them when they've got them on the 50% off sale. Just because the shipping that COVID created, the shipping issues, and Cricut not being able to get all of our colors in, we've had to resort to other things, but that's why I'm using this. But Cricut had a Shades of Red, and I want to say that this red came out of that Shades of Red. And I think the Shades of Red is still available. But it is solid core, just like Cricut. Has the same texture that the newer Cricut red cardstock has on it. And feels like the same weight as Cricut. So yeah, Diana, I was thinking, because I haven't seen any boxes where they did a window in the corner of it rather than in the center. So I wanted something different for you guys this week. And this is tomorrow's project. We have a little truffle inside the rose there. Let's see. It's the strawberry cream, and then we have the inside. And if I had it to do over again, I don't know. Maybe I might flip that over or just cut it from a plain white piece rather than print cut. But, I flipped the one on the lid over just to see. That way you don't have to print and cut so many pages. And we'll cover that tomorrow too. It's a little fussy because of the edge to get it back on there. And I did finish the bottom with the silver too, so that it looked finished. You got your cake cut out? Okay, great. We'll cover it. If you're going to do print and cut on both of these guys, don't cut yet, because I'm going to show you how to make it fit without resizing it, because you may not want to resize it. So I'm going to show you how we can change that. Yeah, watch the replay on that. This one's a lot of fun. This one is limitless, just like this one is limitless, because any papers, any colors, any of that's going to work. You can top it with strawberries or a cake topper like she did. I was going to do cherries, and the cupcake just like the whipped cream with a cherry on the top. I was going to use a rose and make a whipped cream out of it and then do the cherry on top. So lots of fun. And I don't know if I put the cherry in the file or not that I did for this. You use pre-printed paper, Kathy? Perfect. So, yeah, you can use pre-printed paper and it will come out this size, or you can print and cut and it will still come out this size. All right, guys. I will catch you all tomorrow at 11 a.m. We're going to put this little guy together and get you guys going for the weekend. Is this camera better for you guys, or did you like the further up like before? I meant to ask you that, if you like this better. I might have a little lag. You have a good night too, Mary Lou. You guys let me know about the camera if you like this view better or if you like the older view better. This camera is great. This is good for you guys. Okay. I'll try to start using my smartphone because the other one just isn't cooperating. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. I'll catch you in the morning. Happy crafting!